Welcome back to the Cop End podcast. Today I'm joined with Danny and Povey. How are you?
Lad. All good, mate. You
Finally got started, didn't we, lads?
took your time there.
Took a while. Today we're going to be speaking all things transfer news. 3 big ones. We're going to start off with Virts, Frimpong and Kerkez. Yeah. So obviously big news, potential British transfer record.
You still
Florian Wirtz.
Sorry, yeah, you say big news, lad, but I am dubious still, me.
I'm on the same boat as Dan, to be honest. Till it's all signed,
yeah,
I'm not going to be jumping through hoops yet. Like,
I've seen there's potentially 3 different options that we could be going for. It could be the flat out money, which is going to be 150 million euros all in. There's another option for a swap deal.
With who?
Quonset, isn't
Not
it?
sure at the moment.
Yeah. They're after Quonset because they're after a new centre back.
And then option 3 was we potentially sell Gakpo to Bayern Munich to then fund part of the deal.
I don't like the sound of that one normally. I
don't think it'll happen.
The thing is, though, you do all these swap deals and then you'd have to fill those positions as well. You get him for cheaper, but you spend the money anyway.
Well, I was reading today about 140, 150, like you said, and Quonset go into them, but it said it's a separate deal. How do you make the sense out of that?
I assume they're going to pay a fee for
after it, yeah. Well, they need a new centre back because Tar's just gone to Bayern Munich, so could make sense. And
get that Kim Jim, lad.
See him thinking it.
That was going well as well.
I know. I could see him winding up to it.
Get it out.
The thing is, though, if Quonset does go,
yeah, well, we're already short at the back.
Exactly. And the thing with Konate, I was saying it to you a few weeks ago. He's only got a year left on his contract. And I don't want to be in the position again where we're running it down.
I don't think we'd be that stupid this time to let it happen again.
I think someone, Sav might have said that in the last podcast where he was saying if he doesn't sign now,
sell him. Yeah. Get the money for him.
Thing is, though, it's Paris Saint-Germain and he's from Paris, his hometown boy, and he will want to go eventually.
Yeah,
and look at PSG now as well.
That's fine to want to go at some point, but like we've got to think of our side of things as well.
Yeah,
like don't run your contract down and try and do a trend.
No, I think the centre back position is one of the worrying positions because we've got,
especially if Quonset goes.
Quonset, if he goes, even if he stays, he's not experienced enough.
He's not good enough, but it's a body, isn't it?
You've got Gomez, who's an absolute biscuit. I love him, but
he was playing great until he got injured.
Yeah,
he started the season off absolutely.
You just know it's going to come at some point, don't you? Yeah. But he is a bit more versatile. Like, look at last year, we were playing Quonset at right back.
Yeah. I know. Isn't Gomez our longest serving player at the minute?
What's that?
I'm sure Gomez is one of our longest serving players at the minute.
Yeah, I think he's about 10 years now, isn't he?
Yeah, we got him from Charlton, didn't we? And he was like a boy wonder, weren't he? All I'm seeing.
Like 27, 28, is it?
I just
will be around that, yeah.
I can just see what's going to happen here, though. We don't sign a new centre half. Even if Konate does stay, Quonset's going to go, and then we'll end up. Konate will get injured.
Yeah,
because he is prone to.
Yeah, he's had a few muscular injuries, hasn't he?
And then
cropping up.
I can just see like Gravenberg, someone playing at centre half.
Remember
that season where Fabinho dropped back, and then we missed out.
We had Henderson at centre back one time, didn't we?
But
Ben Davis as well. Do you remember him?
2 centre halves on the bench that whole season. We had Nat Phillips, who ended up coming in towards the back end of the season, actually had a decent run of games, to be fair.
So he's going out with Liam Gallagher's daughter. Yeah, he's done well there, anyway.
Yeah, sure, she's pregnant.
Is she? Yeah.
I saw that.
Where is he at now, Phillips? He done a spell in Scotland, didn't he? But he didn't. It was his Celtic he went there and he didn't do well even, you know.
Imagine having to walk into Liam and sat on the couch.
Yeah.
Basically, what you're saying is, if you tell someone's dad that...
Yeah.
The inevitable.
Remember his Maradona turn against Milan in the San Siro? Phillips, that was sick.
I still don't think he knew what was around him.
No, I don't. Just big gangly feet line, didn't it work though?
But anyway, like getting back to Virts.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, massive fee to live up to at 22. We've seen it with the likes of Nunes come in.
Yeah.
We're talking nearly double. Like, you've got to live up to that money.
Thing is, though, he's only 22, and it's going to be the record fee in England. Do you know what I mean? And was it Enzo was the highest per minute?
Caicedo,
yeah. So this will be roughly another.
No, Enzo was 106, wasn't he?
Caicedo was 112 or something.
Was he?
We offered over.
We wanted him, didn't we?
Yeah.
He had a good season last year, but
This works out at roughly 125, 130 million.
I'm not worried
22-year-old.
I'm not worried about. There's a chance that he's going to like come to us and not perform like he has done at Leverkusen because, the season before last when they won the league, he was unbelievable.
Yeah,
last
He's
season,
coming with that experience of winning the league, isn't he?
I think he'd be like people were saying, "Oh, look at City getting Shirky for was it 35 million?"
35 million.
And saying he's near his stats are which they are similar to Virts, but he's done it 3 seasons on the bounce. Where
Exactly.
Shirky's had a decent season.
won the
Don't
league
get me
as
wrong,
well.
Shirky's a decent player, but I'd much rather sign Virts and you're investing in the future.
Yeah.
That's it.
If you get 10
22.
years out of him.
If you look at Van Dijk now, we broke the record for him, didn't we, for the English, for the Prem?
For a defender, yeah.
And now when you look back on it, 75 million, it's like a bargain,
It's
isn't
nothing,
it?
is it?
It's nothing.
Mm.
And like Danny said there, it's for the future, isn't it? 22, he's
I wonder,
flying,
I
really.
wonder, right, what Van Dijk would cost now if he was at the stage when we bought him. Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
it'd be
Ridiculous, wouldn't it?
over 150, wouldn't he?
It's gotta
Even,
be
what is he,
better than that.
33 as well now, and he's still just... He ain't slowing down, is he?
I think I said it on the last podcast. I think he is slowing down.
Do
He's
you
just
reckon?
changed the way he plays.
That's what good players do, though, isn't it?
He reads the game better than before.
That's
He
it.
doesn't go into
Yeah.
like big tackles. He doesn't go into long sprints that
Position,
often.
his
Yeah.
positioning's that good. He doesn't need as much pace.
Yeah.
He has got that short burst of pace still.
Yeah,
But his
he's still got
positioning's
it.
that good.
But it's not going to get any
He's
better.
in the right place most
Yeah,
of
I've
the
never
time.
really seen him sprint though, even against the fastest players, and they still don't get past him. Like again, like Danny said, his positional sense is just phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know yourself, wouldn't you, Paul?
Hey, well, when I got skinned, they had the big lad behind me.
But our transfer team, like they look massively into stats now. They've got so many details behind it. And I saw a clip just earlier, actually. The Overlap did some analysis on Virts. And since the start of the 23-24 season, only Salah's got more assists in the top 5 European leagues.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it?
unreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
The good thing with Virts as well, he can play the 10. He can play off both wings.
He's
He
very
could
versatile.
even play as a striker where we've put Diaz in. It's not worked, does it? You could potentially do that with him.
Like a Bobby.
Yeah.
We're going to
But,
leave Salah though for a month next season. He's got AFCON.
Yeah, the
So
number
somebody
10
needs
is
to fill that place.
defo his best role though.
The only thing is, Szoboszlai potentially misses out.
Thing is, with Szoboszlai though, he's amazing. His pressing,
His energy's
superb.
His energy is
Yeah,
his
it's
energy is
ridiculous. Do you know what annoys me about him though? Big time.
Wish he'd hit it more.
How many times are you screaming when you're at the game or you're at home watching it? Like screaming, shooting, he doesn't.
Yeah.
But then when he goes and plays for Hungary,
He scores
bangs
as
him in.
worldy every time,
He
doesn't he?
scored last night.
Yeah, so
I wonder
haven't
whether
seen a
that's a
goal last
confidence
time.
thing being the skipper of the team. Knowing
Yeah,
you're kind
no,
of
when
carrying
it's
the
on
team.
you,
do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, it's not necessarily difficult to be the best player in Hungary,
Yeah.
is it? Whereas to be that at Liverpool, he's a big fish in a
Yeah,
big
he's
pond as
definitely
well.
been in Kirkhaz's ear as well, hasn't he?
You reckon?
The whole time, yeah.
I don't think that was a difficult one though.
The thing is, as well, though, you don't know what Slot's saying to him. You might want to build up the player more, do you know, than shoot him more. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think
But when
he'll...
he's got a right foot like that.
Yeah, he has got
Yeah.
a peg on him, man.
See his goals insane and on the clips on
Yeah.
like Twitter and that's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
You
the way-
Reminds me of
you
your
look at-
shots, the
you
little
look at them
rockets, lad.
You look at those clips on YouTube and that, and you see Van
Yes.
Dijk's finishing in that.
Yeah,
Did he
yeah.
score the other night?
Everything's
No,
top
no.
He scored from outside the box.
Everything's
Van Dijk?
top
Yeah.
in, yeah.
Do you know when Van Dijk was at Celtic, he used to take all the free kicks and everything. I've never seen him take one for us.
He did. He took one, I think, and it went rose head.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
It was a
know.
couple of seasons ago. I remember seeing it.
I can't remember it. I don't think he took him to Southampton. I'm sure it was Lambert or someone, but
It was all
I remember
Celtic,
it for
wasn't it?
Celtic doing him, yeah.
He just waltzed through them in field as well.
Yeah. Well, we probably could in the SPL, like, but
So going
Say
back to
that for another
Virts, I
time.
think, unless I don't know, it's happened with us so many times. You get your hopes up for a big player, like
Yeah,
Bellingham.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're holding off, and then in the end, it just doesn't come.
Well,
But
and
then
then
you
become
see
a laughing
City
joke.
signing players, and next season, if we don't sign the likes of Virts and that,
Yeah.
City will. They'll be back on top next
Yeah.
season.
going
Yeah,
on about
real-
City
real-
there, the thing is, when can you name players who've chose us over them apart from Kerkez and
Yeah.
Virts? And this is like one of the only seasons we've
Yeah.
we lost Sterling to him, didn't we? We lost a player to City,
Yeah.
and actual leaving from us. Like that will be a big statement then too coming to us.
Yeah, it's massive. But it's one of that. I don't think there's a need to worry about it. It seems to be done. Apparently, all the personal stuff was agreed a week or two ago. It's been,
I've heard the
been between the
personal
two
stuff.
clubs.
Yeah.
You've got to bear in mind as well. He's playing for Germany at the minute, isn't he? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know whether that would stall anything.
I'm not sure. I think, like I say, the personal stuff's sorted. So he's not involved anymore. It's the agents and the clubs.
Transfer deadline open tomorrow, is it?
Isn't it weird? Isn't there like two separate windows?
Yeah. So they opened the earlier window, didn't they, for the Club World Cup?
Yeah.
What do you? It's not as off subject, but now Danny's brought it up. What do you think about this?
Just a money spinner, isn't it?
Well, it is. Yeah, 100 million for the winner.
Well, they didn't get that. What was it? The European
Super League. Just that version.
It's just that, isn't it?
It's FIFA, isn't it?
Yeah,
Club World
They're
Cup.
combined, aren't they, with UEFA, FIFA, and everything?
The whole thing's it's a combination, yeah.
So you have you heard what Madrid are doing? No wonder Trent wanted to go like 1 million per player if they win it. It's not bad, is it?
Like they need it. Like
exactly. Yeah.
But then there's
still
lots
an
of
incentive, though, isn't it? Yeah.
100 mil.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of want it to go off as a big tournament, but I just can't see it.
The thing is, though, it gets to a point where players just never get a rest.
And have you seen like the format of it? Like Chelsea are in it because they won the Champions League.
Yeah.
How many years ago was that now?
2,
2 or 3.
No, it's more than that.
3. It was the 22-23 season, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
2 seasons ago.
how can you warrant winning that? Being in that because you won the Champions League.
I'm glad we're not in it.
I'd rather just go back
we're not in it. Imagine someone getting injured, one of your big hitters.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Trent come off with an injury.
You're going into that though. You're pretty much starting the season a bit worn out, aren't you?
Yeah,
I'd rather the players have a break.
Well, you look at McAllister, he got 4 extra games to just rest. Arne Slot just turned around and went, "You're done for the season.
You've been resting
your job."
like the last 6 games. To be fair.
Yeah, Slot was everywhere, wasn't he?
Oh, did you see him in Ibiza?
Yeah.
That was class. He looked scouts as
You don't really see many like footy managers doing stuff like that.
It's mad how much he's
Did they
grown.
have to bloody play in Arsenal?
Oh, it's class. Have you seen how much he's grown though? Like his character's coming across and his personality.
I love how he interviewed me. Do you know when he won?
Yeah, he's straightforward.
He wouldn't talk about Trent really, would he?
No.
He answered. He answered well, but answered the same. Outcome, didn't he?
I like the way he said as well. It's up to the fans how they react to it.
Yeah,
I love Klopp, greatest manager in my lifetime. But Klopp wouldn't have done any of that. He would have been.
Klopp turned around.
He come out, didn't he? Yeah,
he was at some event in.
Was it the Empire or something like that? He done it.
It was what was it? The Liverpool Foundation charity or something like that. He turned around and said, "I was really disappointed in this, that, and the other." But
funny though, innit? When Klopp says something, we listen because we did. I'm glad he got the good reception though.
Yeah, I think
when we lifted the Prem,
I do think it's bad booing him because as much as he could do, if he wanted to, I know it probably. The fact Madrid they paid 10 million for him just to play in this tournament, they would have bought him regardless if he'd signed. I think. Do you know if he and then got more money out?
I think they're struggling with the what do you call it?
The equivalent. Of
in terms of paying for transfers.
Yeah, FFP.
That's the one, yeah.
Do you know what I think's a myth though? We're talking about Trent and going Madrid. Do you know when we were growing up?
Yeah.
It wasn't this thing where when I grow up I want to go to Barcelona or Madrid. And now all of a sudden, is it because all kids are playing FIFA and all stuff or what? Because it's always been dream in England.
I think if you look at Madrid over the last few years in terms of, 5 or 6 Champions Leagues.
That's it.
In the last...
If you don't grow up saying you want to play for them, do you?
I think the issue...
South Americans do. It's like they come out and say it, don't they?
Yeah. The issue with Trent is the way he went about it. He's turned around over the years and said, I want to be at Liverpool forever. I want to become captain, this, that and the other. And then last summer he's signing Real Madrid tops. And he's apparently had conversations with Madrid 18 months ago to basically run his contract.
I've heard them rumours saying that he said something like our way or nothing.
Well, apparently
they've got history for that.
They 8 figures to get out of that. It was apparently.
And if you see
contract,
they've done.
So you're talking 10 million plus.
They've pretty much done the exact same with Mbappe, haven't they?
Yeah, it's the exact same. They just keep repeating it.
Oh, that was the longest.
And I reckon now that will become a thing now. Yeah. So players now they won't sign
and let it run down.
Yeah, a contract extension because they know they'll probably get.
They'll get an massive signing on bonus.
We'll never know the stats, how much he'll get, but
they all get massive sign-on bonuses.
They get massive sign-on bonuses regardless if they go for money. But like Danny's saying, they've saved how much do you reckon we could have got for him? 50 upwards, 50, easy, 75, just random numbers. But they're saving there. They could easily afford to give him 10 million or whatever, and that's going to be in his head, isn't it?
Yeah.
But,
Even though they've got enough money, like you said before.
yeah, this is the thing with football players that, I mean, I guess to an extent they are just like us at the end of the day, but when you're getting paid $250,000 a week plus your sponsorship deals, you don't have to worry about money a day in your life. But
you don't, do you? But that's
No.
probably us thinking, oh, if I get like a couple of £100 bonus in work,
Yeah,
then you'd be buzzing with that. Do you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
everyone's got their normal, haven't they? Do you know what
But
I mean?
say if you really enjoyed working somewhere and then somewhere else came and offered you, you're not necessarily just going to go for it because they might offer a little bit more money if you really enjoy where you're at right now.
If it's
you know what I mean?
massive figures, though, you'd have to.
Yeah, if it's
I
massive
think
figures, but
I think it's different if you're like a homegrown
yeah,
player like Trent was. But
it was when he was scoring goals and doing that
the
celebration.
cryptic messages
So
on Instagram.
everyone
and
thought
stuff,
that
it
was like,
just-
why are you talking about it? It's going to get sorted. But actually, it was basically a dig at the fans
Yeah,
for
yeah.
what they were saying online. And obviously, that doesn't sit right with the fans.
And why did he act like he did when he scored against Leicester? Do you know what I
I
mean?
think it was a kind of like
We
stick
did.
up at Arsenal. I mean, I've just
Do you
look what
reckon?
I've just done. Do you know what I
Well,
mean?
we did have an awful game against Leicester, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I think it was one of them. It did push us on to then finish the league.
I was fuming that day. I was saying all
That
day.
was awful, wasn't it?
I was about 10 pints in. I was on holiday in Turkey, and I was saying all day to anyone who would listen to me. I thought Trent was starting that day. I said he's going to score the win. He's going to score the winner. And he'd come on. He scored the winner, and I must have chewed everyone's ear off in the bar going, I was going to put money on it, but I never on my phone. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, when we were on, obviously, from going from Virts with Sam Frimpong,
Mm-hmm.
it's looking like we're going to sign Kerkez. But I was looking the other day, it was half-gutted Grimaldo's 20, I think he's 29. How unreal would it be if we had Frimpong and Grimaldo together?
Ridiculous, wouldn't it? But like, speaking of those two, I think Kerkez is going to be like basically a hybrid of a younger Robbo
Yeah, 100%.
mixed with Costas.
Yeah.
His ability to like whip a ball in, because there was a guy, I can't remember who they were playing earlier in the season. He whipped the ball in from deep. It was unreal. Like whipped right round the back onto someone's head perfectly.
Yeah, proper
Who did he
Kerkez.
score a screaming against? Was it Spurs?
Not
He
too
scored
sure.
a really good goal for him. Good that you mentioned Robbo. I was thinking, mate, what do you reckon the situation is? Because Kerkez isn't going to come into Liverpool knowing he's not going to start. Well, Robbo's come out, hasn't he? I think, can't remember where the interview was with, but he said he's not giving up, blah, 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 and he's going to fight. And I think this could bring out the old Andy Robertson, but his legs have
His
gone.
legs are just not there anymore.
I love him, mate.
You can't not love
No.
Robbo, can you? But
I think I was saying earlier in the season, this is the difference between Trent and Robbo. Robbo was still putting a shift in his legs, had just
Yeah,
gone, which
yeah.
you can accept. Trent just wasn't.
Do you remember when he got sent off against Fulham? It's just, he was so committed, but his legs had gone, like you said.
Yeah.
And it was that, and it's the frustration in him because the old him gets there.
yeah.
You can
It
see
must
the
be horrible that when you're
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
at the top, like.
As soon as someone's running at him now, he just backs off.
Yeah.
He doesn't even try and engage, and it's like
But I do hope he stays because it'd be a class mentor for him.
almost become like a Milner. sort
Yeah,
of.
100%.
Just an old head in the changing room to just die.
Timmercast will go as well. Sorry to interrupt you there,
No, go
Joe.
for it.
Timmercast will go.
I think he's been linked with Villa, hasn't he?
I've seen Leeds as well, you know.
I don't think he'd do
Don't they leads me?
Yeah, awful. Living rent free in our head, though. But just going to those two fullbacks. So we scored 86 goals last season. We've just signed two fullbacks that essentially contributed 20% of that goals last season in Frimpong and Kerkez. So Frimpong gave Leverkusen 5 goals and 5 assists. Kerkez 2 goals, 5 assists. So we've got two attacking fullbacks again, which helps us massively. And the amount of energy both of them have got.
Yeah.
Frimpong's absolutely
Frimpong's
rapid.
rapid.
He can
isn't
play
he?
right wing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's probably as attacking as a fullback comes. Because he's played as a wing back, hasn't he? Do you know?
This
that,
is the thing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Kanate and Van Dijk have just got rid of covering Trent.
I know.
Frimpong's going to be the
Frimpong comes in,
furthest man
yeah.
up the bench.
So he classes as the English quoter as well.
Yeah.
It's class, yeah.
Yeah, that is
He's
a
a
good
city-
addition.
Yeah, he's at City, weren't he? He sounds a bit mank, doesn't he?
Does
You heard him do the Scouse accent to Gatfall.
sound like a roadman, didn't
Yeah. Have you
He's
seen him
really-
do the
yeah,
Scouse
he's class,
accent?
isn't he?
Yeah. Have you seen his personality though? I was watching like his clips. He's just boss. Like,
Yeah, he's just another Costas.
Yeah.
He just gets
Yeah,
up
he?
and
You
yeah.
realise how small he was,
I
mate?
know,
It was the
yeah.
same shape Van Dijk said, and
No.
when he got it to when
yeah,
he
that
turned up
did,
at the
yeah,
international duty camp. Oh, he's
Tiny.
Yeah,
Getting
he's
a
so
few Dutch
small.
players now, aren't we?
I know, yeah, I was thinking this. We are literally...
And a Dutch manager as well.
Imagine if we just had the full Dutch team. They'd be unreal as a national team.
Oh, no. I know this is completely off subject, but while we're on about Dutch people, what do you think about Heitinga? He's got the Ajax job, hasn't he? And who's going to fill in?
I've seen a few, man.
Yeah, Gerard, Kite.
Yeah, Dirk Kuyt.
Yeah.
Which one, man?
I could see that one, you know.
I don't know.
Dutch.
Yeah, again, and it was
because he's Dutch doesn't mean it's going to win.
I think the Dutch manager, though, brings out the best in the Dutch players.
Oh, yeah, look at Gravenberch. He's
he's
unbelievable. Turned around, hasn't he, this season?
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
Ran himself into the calm, though, hasn't he?
Oh.
I said this on the last episode. I think we saw similar signs to a Klopp team where we just ran out of steam in like February time.
Yeah.
But we overplayed.
That was the nice thing. We could a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I think the issue was, we were winning games, but we were taking maybe to 80, 90 minutes to win the game. So we had to keep those sorts of players on the pitch to actually get the win.
It was a mad ending to the season, like you said.
Getting to 60 minutes, being maybe 3-0 up and being able to have that luxury of resting players. But
what we can't do this season is go 1-0 down every game.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it?
Painful.
I don't mind it, mate. It gets me pumped up for it, you know.
I know, but how nice would it be just to turn... turn a few teams up.
It didn't happen that many times, did it?
You know what I mean?
We didn't have that many sort of big convincing wins. Even you look at the Spurs game, 6-3, battered them, but we still let 3 goals.
Yeah,
still made it a little bit difficult.
What do you reckon about the goalkeeper situation? Then obviously we've signed your man.
Mamashvili.
I was waiting for Danny. Waiting for Danny.
There's another young lad that we've signed as well.
Hungarian.
Yeah,
he looks unreal.
Yeah,
in the
but
clips I've seen.
we
always
do this with keepers, and you never see him play, do you? We've had so many Brazilian young kids and stuff.
I think it's 22,
some keepers,
21,
you know.
22.
I know.
Got Yaros as well.
Forgot about him. Yeah.
You heard him? He sounds like from Sheffield, doesn't he? It's brilliant, you know.
Yeah, we have got some keepers though, and I saw that Alisson said he's probably going to. It's looking like maybe he's going to extend to 2027.
He's got
signing on for us and then thinking, well,
listen,
remember the shout.
He's got an option, hasn't he, himself to renew the contract? That's in his terms, yeah. But yeah, Alisson's best keeper in the world for me. I've said it for years. Even when Neuer was on top, I've always said Alisson.
The only thing with him I've not liked recently
injuries.
Just him on the ball. I've not liked. I don't feel comfortable when he gets it. Like the ball's always.
You know what? I think he's unreal on his feet, man. Do you know what I think?
He's
too relaxed.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't make.
He needs a little tiny bit more to. But at the same time,
I like him on his feet.
I love the fact he's so relaxed because I don't think anyone spreads as well as him on a one-on-one, and it's because he is so relaxed. If you watch him, it's like time slows down. And
whereas
most people just spread.
He literally analyses every body movement.
He moves. He makes a save whilst he's spread, and as soon as their player looks down at the ball, he's at the feet.
He's rapid, isn't he? The keepers union,
keepers union coming.
I know, when he first come though, he was making so many mistakes with his feet. I remember Leicester did as well a few years ago. That was in lockdown, that one though.
I'm not sure, but I've noticed as well. Have you noticed he kicks the ball slightly different now because he's had that hamstring injury that comes up, which I find mad for a keeper because what you
he's such an injury-prone keeper.
Yeah, he's going to have so many injuries next year. You know,
and his injuries are always his hamstring, never broken finger or something. What you'd expect of a keeper, but
like he's not running outside of his 18-yard box.
I do like this Georgian keeper as well. Though he looks decent. He had a good World Cup, good Euros.
Oh yeah, was it the Euros?
Yeah, Euros.
Yeah, it was. He was unplayable.
And he was although Valente, he made a couple of mistakes.
One howler this season.
Yeah, I've seen all that on Twitter.
Do you know what I mean? He's playing. Don't get me wrong. Like Valencia have been a boss side though in the past, but they're not all that at the minute.
No.
Worried you look at Alisson plays that they're not having to make as many contributions as a keeper for like Valencia or something. Do you know what I mean? So he's bound to make the odd mistake.
The thing is, though, with a keeper, you make a mistake, it's usually a goal.
Yeah. That's what I've always said, yeah.
If a striker misses a chance, there's always another chance for them to make up for it.
Midfield to give the ball away.
He's only a young keeper as well. He doesn't look young.
No, he doesn't, no.
But he is a young keeper.
Paper around, isn't it?
And you bound make mistakes when you're young, and then it makes for a better keeper. Doesn't really come into the pomp until about 30.
I do think he'll have a good... I think he will be happy to sit on the bench for here. Well, not happy, but he knows Alisson's going to be there.
But there's only so many years you can sit around and not play games. Look at Kelleher.
I think it'll be one more season, mate.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think he'll get a move. I
He
think
might as well go
Keller,
back on loan now for another season then, if
Yeah.
that's the case. But he's turned
but
around
we
and
need
said, I'm
number
going to
two,
be at
not
Liverpool.
strong
Yeah.
number two. Keller is probably the best number two ever in the Prem.
Yeah.
I was a bit gutted how much we... 12.5 mil or whatever it was.
I was
I'm
expecting like
very
25.
surprised that he's gone to
25,
Brentford,
30
you know. Like,
Brentford.
if you look at the teams you can play for, right, apart from City, Everton, because Pickford's class, even though he's better than
Pickford is a
Everton.
great keeper.
Who else is there? I'm thinking here. Arsenal, yeah, probably couldn't start there. He could start United.
Starts for anyone
He
out
could-
of the top six.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I don't
Even
know.
Newcastle, you know, he
I'm
could
just
start.
so happy he didn't go to Chelsea. Because I feel like I would have to dislike him.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
100%. There
It's been unreal for us, but
Yeah.
I hate Chelsea, man.
There was rumours him linked with
Can't wait for the
Leeds
comments
as
on
well, didn't he? But he said he doesn't want to go to Leeds.
What, Leeds?
Yeah.
You got Leeds on your mind, man.
terrible
Leeds.
Oh,
Have you got Leeds on your mind? I mentioned
Mate.
it twice, to be fair.
Can't stop thinking about them.
Leeds have got a passionate fan base, to be fair, haven't
Yeah.
they?
I actually don't
proper
mind
club,
Leeds.
to be fair.
They are a proper
Don't
club.
mind them. Just certain fans. Just
Yeah.
there was
I
one
love
point
that
we
Kaiser
should've done
Chiefs thing every year, because they're up and down every year, and when they're going up from the Championship, what is it, I predicted by it?
yeah.
It's boss, man.
Anyway,
It's like the rugby, isn't it?
Some of them fans say, don't they, this completely off subject, like, but they enjoy that season in the Championship. Going up and winning it, it's a better atmosphere than the Prem.
That's the thing, innit?
Yeah,
You
if
come
you
up,
drop down, you usually come straight back up.
Yeah.
but you come up and you're excited, aren't you? Because
Yeah.
chance you're going to win the Championship or win playoffs.
Yeah.
Or just get promotion, whereas then you come into the Prem and 9 times out of 10 you're struggling to stay up. Aren't
Yeah.
you? It can't be but you know you're going to go back down, you're going to come back up.
Last season,
Yeah,
all
usually.
3 promoted teams went down, didn't they? The gaps was coming massive.
I made up Sunderland come up, you know.
Oh, I
Yeah.
am, you know, I'm buzzing.
Yeah.
I had a Sunderland top when I was a kid, mate. I was obsessed with Kevin Phillips. No, seriously.
You'll always get him on the shootouts, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Absolute thrill like that.
He was classic.
Kevin
wasn't he?
Phillips and Big Niall Quinn up top. Yeah, I'm glad Sunderland up. Good fan base, aren't they?
Yeah.
Decent stadium.
Yeah,
Fan
class
base.
stadium.
Got the derby again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be class. They always do all right against Newcastle as well, to be fair.
There's always some Reds in that as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
imagine Gameres, Tonali, and Joe Linton in that in a derby.
College going off that.
Over 2.5 red cards on that. But yeah, so going back to the transfers, obviously we've covered the 3 that we expect. One's already sorted. Absolute bargain in Frimpong under 30 mil. Who else would you like to see in a red shirt?
We're linked with about 300 players, aren't we?
Yeah.
Every single transfer window.
We were on about centre backs before. Do you know who I'd love, mate? From Palace, Mark Gay. He's class.
Oh, you're going to say Kim Jin then, lad.
I have a link with Kim Jin, you know. 35 million as well.
But at the same time, with him, he just looks. He's not had the best season at Bayern.
No.
And Alcan had a good season at
But
Bayern.
Gemini, when he was at Napoli, he was unplayable.
Yeah, he
was
was.
just a beast. Look at say that about Gravenberch, though, can't you? He never started for Bayern Munich, ever.
He was young there, wasn't he, to be fair?
He didn't have the first best season for us either, though, did he, to be fair?
No,
No.
not really.
Like Danny said before, the Dutch coming in and changed it, didn't they? It was a
Yeah.
different role as well.
Big
under
change
Schwarz,
though
yeah.
coming into the Prem.
Big change, and he's probably been filled with confidence by Slot.
Yeah.
But I think centre half, did you say Gay, you know?
Yeah,
He's-
big fan of
he-
him, mate.
He's always linked with Newcastle, isn't he?
Yeah,
Mm.
I think he's been linked with Arsenal now as well.
Big fee though as well, isn't it? So
yeah.
Yeah.
He's tied down on a
70 mil or something.
And
He's
isn't he-
tied
is he
down a bit.
left-footed?
Consider that. I couldn't tell
I'm
you,
not
no,
sure.
lad.
Yeah, you don't really want, if he is, I'm sure he plays on the left side for Palace. Would you want 2 left-footed centre halves? No. I would like, wouldn't mind that, is it Huysen? Don't even know how to say his name. He sounds Norwegian, doesn't
Hulsen.
he? Yeah.
Dean Hulsen.
Sounds Norwegian, but Spanish.
He
Yeah.
grew up in
He
Spain.
grew up in
didn't
Spain. He plays for Spain.
Is he
Yeah.
Norwegian, though?
No, he's
No,
Spanish.
Yeah.
He-
Well, if he's Spanish, then he will have grown up in Spain.
No, he grew up in Italy and moved to Spain, didn't
Yeah,
he?
did he?
It's mad,
Something like that, yeah.
And then, isn't his parents Dutch or something
No,
mad?
God knows.
I
It looks
don't
like a stone at him, like, doesn't he? He's just dead chilled. Plays
know.
like
Yeah,
it
he's
too.
very relaxed on the ball.
Who else would you have?
How did everyone miss him? Do you know what I mean?
I
They
think-
got him from
well,
Juventus, and I always think, how do you miss out on taking a gamble with someone like him? And then look how much money they've made on him.
But we
Going
we,
to
have,
Madrid.
we took a gamble on Gravenberch, really. And,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
you know what I
true.
mean?
relatively unproven, really, wasn't he?
Mm.
But who would you have at centre half?
There's not that many good centre-halves anymore. There's none that stand out, is there, really? That you've got.
Best in the world, Van Dijk you've got. And if Konate stays, I'm happy with that. But Konate got a bit sloppy towards the end of last season, you know.
We do need a centre-half.
Yeah,
even if he stays.
Yeah.
Stays.
Well, the thing is as well, even though Van Dijk is signed again, we still need to think about replacing him probably by the end of next season.
Well, you want to bring in a young centre-half because who's better to put
Van Dijk
than Van Dijk, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Even if we give Van Dijk maybe another extension on the end of it, drop his wages, and he's just around to literally, again, be like a Milner sort of role.
I just don't know when Van Dijk won't be good enough to start.
I know,
That's the thing. That's the thing.
It's just his voice, isn't it?
But even now, like the proper athletes now, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, look at the shape Salah's in, man.
Well, I think
ridiculous, isn't
there
it?
was a stat on Liverpool this season. I think we've reduced the amount of game time missed massively. I can't remember the percentage, but they've all got individual training plans now outside of general training. They've all got their own dietitian and nutritionist, everything.
Do you know I'd absolutely love at centre half, but he is a little bit injury prone. Van der Ven.
Oh, lad, I swear to God, I was just going to say
He's class, isn't he?
He's absolute rapid. Remember his goal against United?
Oh, lad, he just
went, didn't he? He was on, lad.
There's no stopping him even. He was just giving everyone the shoulder.
Is he Dutch as well?
Yeah. Just a
Double
double 11,
yeah.
Up the Dutch Reds.
Yeah.
He's one I would have, but like I said, he's a little bit injury. It was a big injury he had last season, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't just little knocks. But would Spurs sell him? Do you know what I mean?
Probably not to us.
No.
Well, saying that, he could potentially force a move at the end of the day, but they have got Europa League somehow next season.
Champions League.
Oh, it's Wait, it's Champions. Sorry, Champions League. Yeah.
I felt sorry for Ange, but I think it was me and you discussing it the other day.
Yeah.
And we were saying, though, at the end of the day, he did finish 17th, though, didn't he?
He did win a trophy.
He did.
He's won a trophy.
He always wins, wasn't he? Second season, lad.
I feel like it was a poor standard of competition. That
It is.
It is.
But you've still got to win a European trophy, the first trophy they've had in 17 years.
I do agree.
How can you sack? I know the league performance was
league
crap,
performance was shocking.
but I don't expect that next season from them. They'll probably be back up. Not
what if next season? Because you've got the intensity of the Champions League as well.
Yeah.
And I know he has had some big injuries as well. Like I said,
they've had loads.
He went on about it enough, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but at the same time, imagine if they don't win anything next season. They go out the Champions League in the group stage, and then they finish like near enough bottom half.
I think Thomas Frank will do
next year.
A good job for them, though.
I don't think winning the lower trophy should get you automatically up into the one above. So, like, I don't think the conference should go to the Europa, and I don't think the Europa should go Champions League.
It's to make
no sense.
It's meant to make the bigger teams who miss out on Champions League, say, a season, to field the strongest team in Europa League, and they still don't really, do they?
I just think you should get automatic qualification back into whatever trophy you've just won. Not up into the one above.
I think it's wrong out. Did he still do it in this format? Teams that out the Champions League that come out.
No, they got rid of that with the new phase.
They don't drop anymore.
That used to do my head, didn't it?
Yeah.
Sevilla would win the Europa League.
Yeah, every year.
Like Real Madrid or someone dropped out.
Lads, yeah.
Not that they ever did. Like,
we done it, didn't we? We dropped out a few times then.
We got beat in the
final, yeah.
Well, Sevilla did it 3 seasons on the bounce, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are the Europa League fucking kings, aren't they?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, linked with a lot of people. I can't see us signing that many more unless we get a decent amount of money for people going out. I think we're likely to see probably Harvey Elliott go.
He's come out, hasn't he, the other day on
which is fair enough. He's not
international. You know what, though?
Oh, I've just remembered who was the player involved in that swap deal for Virts, Curtis Jones.
I would have wanted him to go, mate. Nah.
But then you've got Virts, Sobsai, Curtis Jones, kind of Harvey Elliott that are all trying to get at the same place.
But then you've got someone in Jones there who can play anywhere really across the middle, centre mid.
He can play in the 10 as well. Yeah, CDM.
He can play off the wing. He can play. He can play full back, lad.
I know he done well. He done well.
Probably decent in that, lad.
You know, you never used to be a big fan of him, did you? Has he changed your opinion?
He's been better the last
Yeah.
season or so. Yeah, he just chews the ball too much sometimes.
Yeah.
He does slow it down.
He does, but then
I think that's
how
his-
much
it's
when you
looked
watch him in
after it,
game,
but-
how much space he makes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He frees himself. He always
Yeah,
wants the
yeah.
ball. He frees himself.
He's
Sometimes
not scared,
it's
is
just
he, to
that.
get the ball?
There's that quick pass sometimes.
Yeah.
And he just chews it and chews it. Like, I've been in the game a few times and everyone's in the crowd
Yeah.
going, just pass the ball.
I wouldn't like seeing him go though, because there's no scouting in the team then. Do you know what I
that's
mean?
True, yeah.
And he's such a big personality in that squad, isn't
But
he?
again, it's one of them. He's relatively young. Yeah, you want to play
He's
for
been
Liverpool.
around
You
forever,
want
hasn't
to
he?
you want to win trophies, but you want to play footy.
Yeah, I
He
think
did get used quite a lot actually.
I think he is happy in that role. He
Yeah, I
said
think
it in
he's
an
fine.
interview a few
He plays
times,
a lot.
doesn't he?
He does play
Yeah.
a lot, to be fair.
Yeah.
And you do say you want to play footy, but at the same time, you want to be playing for the team who's winning the Prem.
Yeah,
Did you see him on the bus, by the way?
yeah. He was
Yeah.
collected to them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when he was going to do it for the cameras.
yeah. I love
Yeah.
that, mate.
He was daffo pissed there, weren't he?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Should have been some party on that bus,
Oh,
Calvin Harris.
Ridiculous, mate.
Going back to Trent there, you said about all the like cryptic messages and that. I don't know. You watched it in town, didn't you?
Which?
The parade.
Yeah, I went down. Yeah.
Where did I watch it now? Watch it now.
Don't know. It's
Text
just
you
You
been-
went to
saying
Birds, didn't you?
Yeah, near me
West
Birds.
Derby?
No, yeah, West Derby. Wherever I watched it anyway. Come past really slow, and all the players were giving it proper, enjoying it.
Yeah.
And Trent was at the back of the coach, not engaging. Someone threw a flare actually, and he shit it, and he went down. And then I think he like started like waving in that then, but it's just
Still great.
all that stuff. It's like, and it was the big. He made it about himself. See him on Instagram and stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
day off.
Final send off or something
It's
like
not-
that. And
it's not for-
like,
it's not for
that, mate.
you.
Yeah.
It's not for you.
That's the team that
Yeah.
absolutely smoking the league.
Change the subject on him before I get a bit worked up again. Telling you.
What
And my bird fancies him as well, so that didn't.
Oh, jeez.
didn't like that.
Lock screen and everything.
That's such a game, and he got injured.
He's introduced him
and
to
everyone
Andy
come on.
Robertson, that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, Robert, would you?
It's obviously.
Yeah, he's a good looking chap.
We have been linked with about 5 strikers. We've not mentioned striker, to be fair.
Oh yeah, we've been on about it before, Isaac, weren't we?
True.
Isaac.
I don't think they're very like solid links though, are they? They're just
No.
names mentioned in social media.
It seems weird. Like, are we selling Nunes or are we keeping him?
It depends if anyone wants
It's
to buy him.
it's a good debate to have this.
You know what I
like,
mean? Are we
because
selling him or are we keeping him? I love him, me, but at the same time,
Yeah,
he just
so
isn't doing it,
frustrating.
is he?
No,
I've heard.
it's just a cult hero, isn't it?
What's the
About
Saudi
Bournemouth
team? Oh, and he just curls it in.
Yeah.
Who's the Saudi team that everyone's being
Al
rejecting?
Nassr, is it El Nasser or
El
Halal?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that's the main target. But I'm thinking if we get 50 million plus for him, it's unreal.
Look
But
at 70, you know.
I know, but he's not going to want to go to Saudi at this age.
He missed a medical.
He's joked in an interview though
How
about
true that is. Like,
it was in Diaz and then some I can't remember, it was Anfield TV or something like that. And he jokes like he goes, "Oh, go to Saudi," sort of thing to
Yeah.
get more money.
I can't
like,
see him going.
do you know
mate.
what?
I think he'll go Madrid, Atletico, and be an
He's heavily
absolute
linked,
machine.
yeah.
this is the thing, you know. I've got a feeling like, well, I thought this last season as well, that he was just going to be unreal.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
I remember when
He's got it in
when
him.
we signed
It's
him, I was thinking,
confidence thing.
there's a chance that he could be better
Do you
than
remember him
Haaland.
for Benfica against us? When he
Yeah.
scored
He
them
was
goals?
sold a
He was
dream in that game,
unreal.
weren't we?
I had a bet.
Yeah.
Funny you mentioned that. I had a bet with one of my mates in work that he was going to score more goals than Haaland, and it's
That
never
was a
happened.
loser, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he does show glimpses. Was it?
He's
Was
just
it Brentford where he scored the late goal? And he never ever gets that run of consistency where
he scored a few
was
important
that-
late goals.
It was that game against Tottenham when he went through on goal
yeah,
and
he
he squared it, man.
squared it,
And I thought, you're the number 9, you should be greedy, you should
smashing
be
that home.
There was a Champions League game this season. I can't remember for the life of me who we were playing. I'm sure it was Champions League. Ball gets played through. He takes this unbelievable touch, goes around the keeper, and even then, I was like, he's missing, and he hit the post.
They done it against Villa, didn't he? He took it down.
lad.
He took it down, scored the hard one, but the one where he took it round Martinez, it was
That miss was so bad.
yeah.
It's the sitters from the 6-yard box.
But do you remember-
open goals, skied over the bar.
He
and
does. He
ow.
doesn't stop trying. He's rapid.
He's always
there.
strong.
I think he's always there.
Not
We
last
signed
season.
We signed him because he's
Exactly.
finishing.
Yeah, his first touch is atrocious for a professional footballer, though. Like that's something what can't be taught.
The
It
mad
can't.
thing is, Salah's missed out on so many assists because of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he got 18 this season.
Sounds
Salah
like
didn't he
when
as well?
Do Do you think Núñez takes it serious enough?
I think he loses. He has that like lapse in concentration when the ball comes.
I think he's trying too hard. Have you ever done something like he's trying too hard?
He proper wants to be successful at Liverpool,
he's
doesn't he? Which he
over-trying.
can't, like, that's
don't mess it up, don't mess it up.
When he does his pressing in the crowd, it just
no matter what though, like no matter. Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah.
Must be.
But like you're saying about his finishing, not last season, the season before. Do you remember when he come on as a sub against Newcastle and he scored two absolute clinical finishes?
They were ridiculous finishes. Like there was literally the gap for the ball, and he put it in it.
That's exactly what he was like against us.
Yeah, exactly like that, weren't it?
We were like, we've got Núñez, we've got the striker we paid for, and then next game, never mind.
Would you be sad to see him go?
I would, I just know for a fact, like you said, he's going to go somewhere and be unbelievable.
He'll go to Spain and back 20 goals next.
If he goes Atletico, he's Diego Simeone's like typical player worker. Do you remember Forlan when he left United? He went on to be like European Golden Boot.
He does. He likes that type of play, doesn't he?
Yeah,
even like Diego. Someone physical. Diego, he's
just a horrible player, don't. That's
but
what he likes. People that just work hard and put it in.
If we're offered 70 million from Saudi, you can't.
Fight the under.
It's the Diaz as well as being linked with the Saudi club as well. I've heard a double package.
Nah, they're
looks
looking
like Barca if anyone.
No, he's looking to stay.
Is he?
Yeah, he's looking to renew.
I think if he was going to go anywhere, it would be Barca.
He's come out in interviews and said Barca's his dream club though.
Yeah. Apparently now though they're looking to renew his contract.
Yeah.
Talks.
You never know if it's just like him doing to get a better deal. He's only on 45 grand a week,
It's
55 it is.
Is it 55?
That is so bizarre,
Yeah, 55.
Yeah. That's so
but the thing is, if you think about when we got him in
from Porto, but he was hot property at the time.
Yeah,
so
you're not going to whack him on 100 odd grand, are you?
We do some of them.
Yeah, I love his dad, Milos, since he got
lad.
Since he got kidnapped. He's like the start of the show.
Yeah.
Sends up for Liverpool everywhere.
Oh, have you seen it where on the concourse they're singing the Diaz song and he's just like that? Yeah.
Absolute hero.
I would have let Diaz go though, no chance.
No, we were saying this the other day, like, there's only so many players you can let go. Because I think we finished the season with the squad we had. You're still looking at it going, we still need to add a few players to this without even letting anyone go.
We need to get some money in as well, don't we? If we're doing these big bars.
Well, we're finally seeing the war chest, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think maybe Jota's the one out with them all. Like,
we've not even. You know what? You completely out of my mind.
Disappointed with him this
year. Yeah. He's so injury prone, but like you said, he's finishing this year.
The thing is,
terrible.
He hasn't been injured.
He's
been unbelievable.
Goal ratio normally is unbelievable, but this season,
we've got two strikers who haven't been confident at all. Got two strikers who don't score.
Got still managed 86 goals in the league last season.
Salah got 29.
Well, that's another one though. Like I was saying about Van Dijk. Yeah, he's signed for 2 years. We're missing him for a month for AFCON next season. I think there's some other competition the year after. I'm not sure. Oh, World Cup coming up. That was it. So he's going to be trying to stay fit for that.
Yeah.
And he's only getting older as well. There is a point where these players just start to dip off. And it's not.
Sounds mad, but I just can't see it with Salah. I can see another fleet.
This is the way he keeps himself. If we do sign Virts, he can play right wing.
Yeah.
We've got Frimpong now who can play right wing. Don't get me wrong.
Who's
there's not much.
back?
Jones. But we have got the right wings all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chiesa.
He looks like he's going to Italy.
It does, yeah, but
you know what he's turned around and said?
3 goals, you know.
He said the song alone, and he'll add it sick.
He said that he's happy to stay, you know.
Yeah, I've seen that interview.
I'd keep him.
Again, he's one of them. I think
he's not been given a chance.
Decent run of game.
No.
I find it mad, but how long?
Do you know what I've heard loads like on different podcasts and that it wasn't a slot signing, and slots like basically said, "You're not signing players for me. If he's not fitting into me, he's not playing." And it's kind of worked if we're getting all these signings in, isn't it? He's never been given the chance. And the Plymouth game, he was shocking.
Yeah,
everyone was though.
Yeah,
but he came on in that Carabao Cup final and backed the goal. He did the most on the pitch in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. The happiest player ever as well. Like it's what you want in your team, isn't it?
And he's turned around and said, "I'm happy to stay at Liverpool." Even though he played 5 times last season. He
was unreal before all his injuries though, weren't he? There was like talks of ridiculous money for him.
And all that. Looks like we're going to spend a lot of money this summer. Finally.
You want, yeah. Not just throwing it about willy-nilly either.
No, proper players. Exciting times to be a Red.
I actually throw money. Let's wait till
let's wait till it's thrown first. I think Gerrard had a good quote the other day. It was, don't wait for the sunshine to go to build a roof or something mad like that.
Yeah.
So it's actually, we're finally, what we've not done in previous years when we've won the Prem and when we've won the Champions League, we're actually using this as a platform to then keep it going instead of trying to buy those cheaper players.
Yeah. Arsenal used to mess up.
Going and buying
not
the
doing
quality.
it. Well, United on the Fergie.
I
Go out.
I said it last time we won the Prem. I was like, why are we not going out and buying the best? Not necessarily the best, but the top players that are going to keep it going.
We're finally doing what City have been doing for so many years.
Yeah, just building on it.
Building and building and building.
Except for legitimately.
Yeah.
What do you reckon will happen with them?
Nothing.
Not
Best of the best lawyers, isn't it? Like
ridiculous though, lad. It's just an embarrassment for them.
Spent as well.
I saw an article the other day of like a lawyer that said he's read through it all and he's like, I don't think anything's coming of it.
But then Everton got points took off him, didn't they?
I know.
Palace might not be allowed to go into Europe as well for it, and then City. Yeah,
I think that Palace one's mad.
You've got Everton having point deductions as well.
Who's that?
Everton last season having point deductions. Like,
didn't that go nailed?
I don't want that one cutting either, do you?
You said Palace? Yeah.
No,
I said Everton.
You definitely said Palace.
I said Everton, then I said...
What's it bad, lad?
It's bad about Palace. Might not be able to go into Europe.
Yeah.
Forest get points stuck off them as well. Or did they win the appeal in the end?
I don't think that ended up going through, did it?
It's Championship team did as well. That's Sheffield United as well. It's ridiculous.
Leicester as well.
Yeah, and then City just do what they want.
Literally.
Well, when you turn up to court with 100 lawyers.
Yeah. Nearly a lawyer per charge.
Literally.
Probably done that, haven't you? Just giving you a charge to battle.
Burn their heads out of it.
Absolutely baffling.
Yeah,
but yeah, we'll round this one up.
Can't end it on talking about City. Like,
up the red.
You should have ended. You should have ended it on that quote. So say it again.
I'll say
no,
it.
because I butchered it.
You say it, lad. I'll get goosebumps.
Widow.
Don't wait to build the roof. No. Don't wait for the sunshine to go before you build the roof. No. Nah.
Tough times, lad.
Tough times never last.
Tough people last.
Yeah, we'll round that one up here. Lads, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, okay, nice one for having us, lad.
No
Enjoyed it.
If you've enjoyed this one, drop a like. If you're new, subscribe.
If you support Leeds, don't watch it.
Yeah, and you'll never walk alone.